Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, MrBee Handyman Specialist. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the spark plugs on 2015 Lexus RX350. The first thing you need to do is to remove these covers. These covers, it's right here and right there. Now all the covers are off. Next, need to remove this cover right here. All you have to do is just pull it off. Now the cover is off. The next thing, you need to remove these right here. The whole, I guess they call it cowl. And once you take that cover off, there's gonna be a windshield wiper motor in there, the whole assembly. So you gotta remove that. But there's two methods you can do. That method, remove these, or another method, remove the intake manifold, which is a little bit tougher, a little bit harder to get off. So I'm gonna do this route first, right here, so I don't have to take the intake manifold off. But you can. There's two ways to do it. As you can see, there's a core pack right here. The first three, 1, 2, 3. There's another 3 right behind that intake manifold. Now you need to remove these right here, these bolts, and remove this whole wiper right here. Once you remove these 2 bolts, this one should come out. And there's a bolt right behind that cover. Once you remove that cover, there's a bolt hiding inside there. Remove that and the whole thing will come out. cover has been removed. Next is you need to remove the whole assembly right here, the wiper motor, and after that you need to remove the pan. Now you need to remove these 4 bolts right here. Right there and right there. Before you can take these out, make sure to disconnect the wires as well, which is this wire right here. And also one more bolt right here that I forgot to tell you guys. It's actually 5 of them. 5 10mm bolt that's holding the whole assembly. Now all the 5 bolts are taken off, and just take the whole assembly off. Now after removal of the wiper assembly, the next one is to remove the pan, which is there's like 2 or 3 bolts holding the pan on it. There's 2 big bolts right there, the small one right there, and small one right there, and on the other side as well. So this one needs to come off. Now all the bolts have been removed. Now it's time to take the pan off. Now as you can see, you got more room to play with, and you can see those 3 coils back there. As you can see, you need to take that bracket off, because that bracket right there is covering up one of the coil, so you need to take that one off as well. Now 1 coil is off, got 2 more in the back. Now the second one is off, 1 more in the back. Now the third one is off. Now this is what I use: extension, 5/8 spark plug socket, and a 3/8 ratchet to take the spark plugs off. Now I got the back 3 spark plugs off. Now I gotta do the front 3. Now these are the front 3. Just have to disconnect the connectors and then remove the coil packs. The other one is a 10mm bolt. All the coils and the spark plugs are off the motor. You can see. Now I need to put the new spark plugs back on. I'm putting E3 spark plugs into this Lexus. I usually gap the spark plug, especially on the NGK and Denso, even though it say not to gap them. But I don't believe that. Usually they say it's pre-gap, but it's pre-gap to their specs, but not to your vehicle specs. So I usually gap them to the spec of the makes and model. But since this one, you actually can't gap them at all. You can see it's not focusing. There you go. This one you actually can't gap them at all, but you can still use them. Use these spark plugs in this Lexus. Now before I install the new spark plugs, I usually put a little bit of anti-seize compound on there, just so next time when for another tune-up, it'll be easier to take the spark plugs off. Now the front 3 spark plugs and the coils are in, and they're all connected. Now I'm gonna do the back one. 3 in the back. Now the back one, the 3 spark plugs are already in. Now I'm gonna put the coil back in. As you can see that the coils are in now. Spark plugs are in, coils are in. There. Everything looks good now. Now all I have to do is put everything back in the reverse order. Now the reverse order is the tray, the windshield wiper assembly slash motor, and then all the trims, the plastic covers, and the intake manifold covers. Now I'm gonna put all the bolts back on. Then you want to put the wiper motor assembly back on. put the cover back on. Next is to put the wiper blades back on, the wiper arms. Now it's done. And then what you need to do next is to turn on the wiper blade. Make sure it goes back to its original position. Yep, they look good. Everything back to its original position. Now before I put the covers back on, I like to start the car up first, make sure everything running good before I put the rest of the covers back on. Yep, it started up pretty good. So now I need to put all the covers back on, and the final step is to test drive. Once everything's good, that's a wrap right there. That's it, you guys. All the covers are on. Everything looks good. Test drove it already. Drives real good. So if you like this video, you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, please stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you for watching.